Hello, Eddie. How are you today? It is good to see you. That's my bolt. Thanks. It fits perfectly. As he screws it into his brain. Very strange. Now he does his own dumb pose. I hate everything about this character. I don't remember. He wasn't in the American version of Mega Man. The Deke version, if you will. But at some point, Mega Man cartoons continued in Japan, and they decided that this ass pirate should be in the show. He kind of reminds me of a character they introduced, I believe in, I could be wrong, but I believe it is second season Inspector Gadget, where they introduced some kind of weird guy who thought he could fly and was like Inspector Gadget's sidekick, if you will. He wasn't very, he was like, he was an ass pirate. Like every show from that time period seemed like it had an ass pirate in it, whether it was Scrappy Doo or Captain whatever his name was. This guy, just the most obnoxious pieces of shit. You know, I didn't watch cartoons, really watch cartoons in the 80s because I was too young. I was watching like probably, you know, baby shit for babies at that time. But like I imagine He-Man, the whatever guy that was a floating red robe. I don't remember his name. I want to call him Gordo. That's not right. He had this sort of ass piratey sort of bullshit where he was like, because everyone, well, let's sort of get to my point. And a few years ago, I watched some of the worst Christmas specials of all time. I went online, kind of got an idea of what people consider to be the worst ones. I never watched the Star Wars one. That's told is notoriously bad. Never seen it. Don't care to see it. But did we watch the He-Man Christmas special? It has this guy in it. And Eternia, they don't have Santa Claus. That's an Earth thing, okay? However, you know, the little kids somehow get transported to the world of Eternia. And they're like, you don't know what Santa Claus is? And they proceed to tell this character about Santa Claus. And then they meet He-Man and She-Ra, and they're like, and they start telling about Santa Claus, and then he goes, you don't know about Santa Claus? Like fucking know-it-all brat. It's just like, the character is such an ass. And they were all over the place in 80s cartoons. At some point, someone made a decision that that they needed to include like more relatable little kid characters in it. So you started getting like I'm pretty sure Scrappy Doo was from the 70s, but like you just add these little drop-in characters, and they're in everything. They have what's his face, Little Short Round or something from Temple of Doom, who basically has no point in that movie other than to be, you know, proto Jar Jar Binks. Hey, don't ask me what I'm doing here. I guess I want the health, but not really as well, because I almost die. I mean, I've already collected the long punch. I obviously did Proto Man stuff, so we're just getting our ass back to Turbo Man. And I'm gonna die probably here because I'm under half health, and I refuse to learn how to actually do this correctly. And I selected the wrong power. I'm gonna use Freeze Man power here. Yep. I was gonna try to slide through it, but inevitably you take damage by trying to slide through it, so the best strategy here is... See, I took damage there, I took damage there, that's how I do that. Which is about, look, maybe about 1/5 of my health, which I don't think I had enough health to do. Alright, back to this Shishi. The giant tractor trailer that is shaped like a Shishi lion, or Sheshi lion, or however it's pronounced. But this time we are going to use electricity on him, which he doesn't seem to block. We do have to jump over that, because these guys apparently are not affected by that. But he'll be dead in a second. Ta-da! Unfortunately, those upgrades are going to disappear before I get a chance to get them, because cutscene. Shoot the crap out of these guys. Not going to farm for any energy here. We're either going to use an E-tank or we're just going to spend a life. I don't think I have. Oh, I do have an E-tank. That's good. I do have an extra life, so let's yep, just do that, I guess. Doesn't really matter either way. Save ourselves the time, I suppose. I do need echo power here, but it is going to make him pretty much trivial. Minus the fact that the flame wheel got me that time. So this is his entire pattern once you hit him. You just gotta time it right, jump over him, push him, do the echo, jump over him, hit him, do the echo, the whole fight. And now he's dead. Pretty simple, I know. Ba-da-ba-dum. So this is, I mentioned this at the halfway point. We're gonna warp in, talk to Dr. Light. He's gonna tell us about the upgrade we just got. And then it's gonna switch to the point where you've beat all 8 robot masters. So here is the cutscene that would come directly after that. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit well with this moment right now because you're talking to Dr. Light right now about Scorch Wheel, and boom. The lab you were just talking to him in has been blown up. Dr. Light, what happened? Momo. It's that you, Mega Man? Base went berserk after I completed his repairs. He stole the parts for the new enhancement that you already gathered the rush letters for. Base? I can't believe it.
Believe it, Mega Man, it's me, Dr. Wily.
Believe it, Mega Man. Base and Trouble are my creations. Dun dun dun. I knew that you would be stupid enough to trust him and allow him to access the lab. Now Base and Trouble will use the enhancements meant for you. And Rush. Ha 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 ha. I'll make you pay, Wily. You jerk. That's definitely not foreshadowing. Alright, so I do have to go get the last unlockable, even though I don't think it's really going to matter at all. As you probably saw in Auto Shop, he sells what is called the Beat Whistle. Even though Beat doesn't do what he does in 5. And yes, I did die in the exact same spot I did before because I didn't have the rush. Because I jumped too late, I didn't go fast enough, and I didn't have the rush adapter on. So, yeah, that was fun, right? Makes you giddy, I'm sure. Anyways, as I was saying, beats hidden in this level. You can only unlock it once you have the flame power, which I now have after beating Turbo Man. So we're just gonna have to go through 90, maybe a little less than 90% of this stage. I will pick up the E-Tank that is free, just so I don't have to spend extra screws to get an extra E-Tank. And then we'll get beat, and that'll be it. We'll go on to the Wily stages. Plus or minus going back to talk to Otto to get some E-canisters slash what I call Wily canisters, even though they're probably just called weapon canisters. Alright, we're gonna fight the dinosaur again. This is the one time that Proto Shield kind of comes in handy. Because it will actually... Oh, don't do that though. Because it... well, guess better now than later. I was gonna say, the Wily Shield, or the Proto Shield comes in handy against them. Because I think the Proto Shield can block anything the dinosaur has to throw out, provided you don't get hit by his flame breath that can go over the Proto Shield, you know, because he's so high up and he's breathing fire on my face. But I believe the rest of his attacks can be blocked by the Proto Shield, including the fire if it's low enough. So that's why I will be using Proto Shield there. Probably use it elsewhere as well to block all kinds of different attacks, like net attacks and shit like that, but we're not really going to be too focused on keeping Proto Shield out, even though it is free. There's no weapon energy for Proto Shield. It doesn't break after a while. The only downside is if you do, and I'm pretty sure based on my old boy memory, my big boy memory I guess I should say, is the only downside of the Proto Shield is I don't think it saves. I don't think that if I were to turn the console off, put the password I just got in, that the Proto Shield would come up. I think I have to go all the way through the whole Proto Man thing where it's, you know, you go into the first stage, talk to him, he gives you the hint about this stage. You go to the second one, he says, "Oh hey, did you collect the rush letters?" You say yeah, and then you got to go back to Shade Man stage to fight him again. So yeah, he does still do damage up there, so you want to kind of not be up there. But kind of just getting lucky where it's not actually hitting me. Yeah, see that dinged off of me, which means he's Proto Shield will protect you against the fire there. See? Didn't take any damage with Proto Shield out. Except for those, because those hit my head. See that blocked? That block. Well, nope, I'm actually standing. I guess I am just sort of standing in just the perfect spot not to take damage from that electricity. So I don't know, maybe Proto Shield wasn't very useful there. Maybe I just got lucky. Yeah, well, whatever. So this is the area where we'll be switching back, or switching over to Flame Wheel, I should say. Which is also not only good against the enemies, but if you use it on in or around this little snaky thing that doesn't hurt you, it will light everything on fire. And the snake gives you the, "Oh my goodness, did I just get lit on fire?" face, you know, cartoony shit. I kind of wish that if you lit the first tree on fire, it would light all of them on fire. This tree right here, I believe, is the only one you actually do have to light on fire. Obviously to reveal the ladder. Boing. Alright, we did it. Off to our right here. Beat. We got you back, buddy. Alright, sweet. Now we're just gonna exit the stage by continuing along. Or if I die, I'll just use the exit thing that I have. We're almost there anyway, so it doesn't matter, I suppose. So I did probably waste a little bit of time by doing this. Select the little X there. Alright. There's your password in case you want to skip all the way to Dr. Wily. With all the upgrades, plus or minus the Proto Shield, which I don't know if carries over on the password. I'm taking a picture of the password so I can, if I for some reason lose power, I can go back to this exact spot here and not have to play the whole fucking game over again or go online and cheat. Because I don't need it. I don't need the code that gives me, you know, 999 screws in addition to all the power-ups, which is I'm pretty sure what I would find if I looked it up online. Because why wouldn't you? I mean, if you're gonna go, quote unquote, take a shortcut, why would you pick the, you know, the password that only gives you, you know, just the level? It doesn't actually give you maximum screws as well. I mean, I don't know. Gotta choose the best password, man. That's right. Do you have the S adapter? Because you took the time to actually collect the letters R-U-S-H. Well, just fucking negate that puzzle. We're gonna negate some more puzzles as well, but not as badly as the first one. This one's a lot... I wouldn't say it's a lot harder to do without this, because you can definitely jump up and down just to sort of see if there's anything, you know, in front of you, behind you. You can't glide with this, as Proto Man mentioned, so I would like... That's fine, I don't care. Maraloon! We did it. We done did it. This is probably the hardest part of this stage, just because, I mean, as you can see, I'm kind of negating it with the fact that I have the rush foil. And if you had rush jet, I guess you could probably fly over most of this as well. Oh, I died. That is going to be probably the one time I beat this whole game. Now that I've unlocked him, I think they give you, as soon as you save him, I think they give you one beat whistle, which is basically one free, you fell in a pit, I'm going to pull you out sort of thing. But this does not work for actually dying. So, yep. I don't find this too terribly difficult, other than you got to be aware that that can happen. Yeah, I imagine without the thing, those jumps would be a lot harder. Without the adapter, I mean. Go, guys. Yeah, see, with the adapter, that just, the whole thing becomes so negated. Yeah, we are gonna get this eat thing, even though I'm not sure I need it. Alright, that's more or less free. Or unnecessary at the very least. The very worst, I mean. Alright, this is the midway boss. It's not actually halfway through this stage. But we do have to fight Base now because he's an asshole. You are far too weak, Mega Man. Wily may fear you, but I do not. This is actually not hard. This is just the first fight over again. Except he does move back and forth. He doesn't just stand still. However, with the Mega Punch that I'm using, he just gets destroyed very quickly. Don't even have to move. Round 1 goes to you, Mega Man, but I'll be back. So round 2 is actually why you want to have the S adapter. He's very difficult to defeat in his second form without Rush adapter, because I believe only Rush adapter is super effective against him. Everything else would be just sort of base 1 damage. Maybe 2 with if you charge your Buster Cannon. So remember at the midway point of the game, Wily stole a robot out of the robot museum. Oh yeah, we're gonna fight him now. Except he kind of gave him some silly upgrades. He gave him robot tread feet and a big old fucking metal arm. Ready to beat him? Yeah, that's right. You throw the blocks he's dropping down at him. So just like the original Guts Man, he drops blocks down from the ceiling, and in this case you're using the blocks against him. This obviously the big difference is that he does this every so often, which is comes over and pushes me into the ceiling. It's pretty big damage. However, if you've got more or less full life, we should be able to get through this without dying. You see some of the blocks do appear very close to him, which can make life kind of annoying. We've defeated Gutsman for the second official time, 3 if you count the Guts tank. I count that. So this is the third time we fought Gutsman. Luckily, Gutsman does not appear in Mega Man X. So if I ever play Mega Man X, you will not have to fight Gutsman. At least as far as I'm aware, he's not in the first 3 games anyways. Yeah, we're gonna go talk to Eddie / Buttface here. And I'm gonna buy some lives, some E-tanks, some W-tanks. And yeah, I will see you guys all next time.